kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing is Jackson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
I love your pops. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Vincent Mayoa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To kick off for Seattle.
Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the 29, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now it's Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
To kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. This time Jackson will throw it. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.